Hey, welcome back. Today's show is all about going bold, doing some new, different recipes. And Angie Horkins here from the Wisconsin Beef Council. And we were talking earlier about how people, I think, right away think beef. I got to eat healthy and light, no beef. Not true at all.
No, we have lean cuts. We have 29. That's a lot. And it's the popular cuts, too. You don't have to go searching, or you don't have to buy eye of round steak to get your lean beef cuts. Like this one, top sirloin, which I have about a pound, is one of the skinny 29.
Really?
We call them the skinny 29. They have less total fat than a skinless chicken thigh. And also, another message is half of the fat is monounsaturated, which we don't hear about a lot. That's the same good fats as in our extra virgin olive oil.
I sometimes just crave a steak. I mean, and I think that's my body telling me I need some iron.
It's the protein, it's the iron, it's the zinc, and us women do need lean protein. We need it every day. 2-3 ounce servings of protein from the meats group is perfect within the dietary guidelines.
The skinny 29.
The skinny
so things
29.
like, tenderloin, beef tenderloin.
Yes.
We talked about flank steak, which is one of my favorites, and sirloin, which is affordable, really affordable.
Very affordable.
So you get this nice big steak like this, and no, this whole steak isn't for you. This will feed a family of 4,
Family
right?
of 4, yes. Another thing we have to remember when we're trying to eat healthfully is serving size. It's easy to take a steak like this, throw it in, and eat it. But no, you want a 3 to 4 ounce serving of protein meats is what you should eat at a time. So this was a pound, and we're just going to cut it into 4 pieces.
And which is not, don't be afraid of doing that. You get this nice big steak, and go ahead and cut it before you cook it, so it's already portioned out. Get rid of the extra fat that you can see on the side there.
Exactly.
Trim it up.
We want to trim it up.
And you're using kitchen shears. I didn't ever think to do that, but that makes it easy.
My meat shears, Chicago cutlery. I use them all the time.
Love it.
It's a little bit easier.
So they're actual meat shears. That's kind of cool. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yep, we're just going to trim this visible fat. That's one thing to remember. But of course, when you're shopping for beef, if you see the internal flecks of fat, that's called marbling.
That's good.
That is what you want. That's your flavor and your tenderness. And sirloin has a nice amount of that because this is a tender cut. So we got our 4 servings.
Okay. You bet. And I've got some olive oil and a real hot skillet over here, or grill pan.
And we're going to make a sweet and spicy rub.
Okay.
So we have chili powder, 3/4 teaspoon.
Okay.
Garlic salt, 1/2 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon oregano. 1/4 teaspoon cumin. And 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper.
Lots of bold flavors here.
Yeah, and this rub gets used on the pound of sirloin. So you can use this whole amount, or you don't have to. So it's going to be flavorful. It's going to make a nice flavorful crust, too, when we sear it on our skillet.
Love that. And all those ingredients that you just mentioned, we have in our pantry already, all that stuff, garlic salt and the cumin and things like that.
Nothing too fancy.
Sprinkle it on there.
So we'll do half, and then we can sprinkle the other half when we have them in the skillet.
You betcha.
Do you want to take care of...
Let's get 2 of them in here.
2 of them.
Don't overcrowd your pan. That is a key thing. So that's why I love my nice big skillet, is because you can cook 4. And this, I'm just going to cook 2 at a time.
Here's the rest.
A little bit more of this bold rub on top. Love that.
So in the skillet this way, these sirloins, they're about 3/4 of an inch thick. 5 minutes aside, max. Even 4 minutes for a nice pink medium rare. So this is quick. Assemble your rub ahead of time. You're talking 10, 12 minutes to get your steaks done.
Let me get rid of that. You got that? Okay. All right, let's go on to the side dish, because that's also what you guys have put together.
Yes.
As you said, 30-minute, the whole dinner is done, healthy stuff. So this is a fun, different side dish. We're going to do barley.
Barley, quick cook barley.
Okay.
It's in the soup aisle.
Okay.
Because, of course, beef and barley soup is one of
a
staple, nice, good comfort food. But that takes a couple hours. But we're going to do a quick cook barley and 1 can of beef broth.
Okay.
This is about 3/4 cup of barley, and then about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup shallot, just coarsely chopped.
And you call this is kind of like a barley risotto.
Yeah,
so,
we call it a vegetable barley risotto. And then we have 1 yellow squash, or you could use zucchini.
Okay. So, think about that. We're trying to put more veggies in. Eat with your eyes. It's got some color, pretty, change things up a little bit. Regular risotto can be very naughty. It's wonderful. But all that Parmesan cheese and heavy cream and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of a...
We're going to lighten it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I just have 1 large clove of garlic I'm going to coarsely chop too.
Okay.
And put this in. This quick cook barley in the broth will take about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's ready when the barley's tender.
So kind of like the liquid gets absorbed. Is that how that works?
Yes, the liquid gets absorbed.
Does the vegetable go in now?
Yes.
Okay.
The zucchini goes in with the shallots.
Okay.
And with the garlic.
That rub on that steak smells amazing.
And no need to cover this. Just stir it occasionally.
Okay. And that liquid kind of like rice will evaporate? Is that how that works? Okay,
yes.
we're going to make a quick pan sauce with these steaks. And that's something, Angie, I'm always encouraging people to do because that's what they do at the restaurants, you know. And I think at home we'll just grill a steak and eat it as is. And it's so easy to make a quick little pan sauce. So I'm just flipping these over. But in the bottom of this pan, you've got these great little pan steak drippings, you know.
Yes,
and
flavor.
Yeah, and then a little bit of that rub, that the seasoning, the cumin, and the chili powder in the bottom of the pan. Take advantage of that. So tell us some of the ingredients before we start making that sauce.
We're going to use balsamic vinegar, about 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup of prepared beef broth, and then jalapeno jelly, which can be found in the supermarket right by the traditional sweet jellies. This one's got a little bit of a kick. It's spicy.
I've had that with like cream cheese, like for an hors d'oeuvre, a quick last one, or red pepper jelly over cream cheese, and it's kind of fun. So if you don't use it all for this sauce, use it with that. So
about 2 tablespoons of the jalapeno jelly.
Okay, so our steaks are just nice and pink and beautiful.
Good.
You have a plate, we'll
Right there.
throw them on. And so you see all this great stuff in the bottom of the pan here. All right, so let's put some of that jelly.
1/2 cup
A beef broth.
beef broth.
So this is like what we call deglazing the pan.
Deglazing.
Getting all those great bits. A little bit of beef stock, and I love these. Love these where you can flip the top and just.
It's handy to have.
Yeah, use a little more if you need it or less. Okay.
1/4 cup balsamic vinegar.
And Angie and I notice we're not measuring because who has time? That's one more dish to wash, right?
Yeah.
So I just kind of eyeball it.
Good guesstimate.
Yeah.
I like vinegar. I would go a little heavy, you know.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I love the vinegar taste. And then about 2 tablespoons. I did measure that because I don't want to hurt anybody's taste buds today. I measured about 2 tablespoons of the jalapeno jelly.
Okay, I love that.
So what you're going to want to do with the sauce is just let it reduce, let it thicken.
You bet.
Keep an eye on it. Every stove and every pan's different. So just watch it, and when it's nice and thickened, and then keep an eye on your barley. That will take a little bit longer.
And that jelly just naturally will kind of thicken things up in just a minute as soon as we get it to do its thing. All right, let's talk a little bit about this brochure that you put together and how people can get it. So again, the myth is that people think that beef, you got to eat chicken to stay healthy.
Right.
Not true.
No.
You can get your steak fixed, just got to look for those cuts and portion size.
Yes. We have a nice brochure called Fitting Lean Beef into a Heart-Healthy Diet, and it talks about how you can fit these skinny cuts into heart health along with exercise and nutrition and portion sizes. So call us if you'd like that mailed to you along with the recipes, 1-800-728-BEEF, which is 2333, or we do have it on the website downloadable, and you guys have the recipes on your website also. So call us or check it out online.
I absolutely will. I do think that I love steak, and I'm not giving it up, but swimsuit season is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that. So let's go ahead.
When we finish the barley risotto, you want to add a little bit of chopped tomato.
Oh.
So we have some plated
Again,
here.
some color.
Some fresh tomato, and then fresh ground cracked black pepper over the top, and it is ready.
It looks like rice, or it looks like a naughty side dish, but it's not.
It's very good.
Yeah. All right, we'll let this sauce reduce, and it should be there in just a minute, and we'll finish this whole dish up in just a minute. But again, the number to call to get those recipes?
1-800-728-2333.
And we'll also put them on our website, which is fox11online.com. Click on the Living tab and recipes, and it'll be right there. And we'll be right back to wrap things up.